Hello, hello, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody who has tuned in nice and early. Big ups to you all. Big up to my Chronicle who's in here as well, nice and early, saying David Raya, legacy game. Yes, we will be speaking about David Raya. Absolute, absolute brick wall, bro, in front of goal, man. Absolute brick wall. The last line of defense, bro, he was it. He was it. And he was on it, man. So as Dio has got on his camera, bro, that is the last thing Porto saw before they effed off back to Portugal, mate. Yeah, they got sent back. They got sent back in body bags, bro. It was crazy out here, man. M charge scenes, bro. It's crazy, bro. Hella M charges on the pitch. Anyway, big up to my panel. I am joined by Dio. I'm joined by T. That stands for Turkey, by the way. That stands for Turkish.
Yo, big up.
Fresh, bro. Pull it up. And I am joined by a debutant on the channel. Man, like SJ bro. Is here, man. How you doing,
brother? Yeah, glad to be here, boys.
Nah, big up to you, bro. Big up to you.
Love my boy.
Nah, we're here, man. We're here. Dio, T, how you guys doing, man?
I'm doing good,
feeling?
Man. Alhamdulillah, bro. Alhamdulillah.
Are you feeling like quarterfinalists?
Look, I'm gassed. That's all I can say, man. Like I'm still. People don't understand. Like I watched Arsenal make it to the Champions League final in 2006. I remember that night where I was when we lost. And for 14 years, we did not make it past the round of 16. What? And finally, we do it with a new manager who, this is his fourth year as a senior manager. 4 years on the job. That's his real experience. A young team. His first time in the Champions League. This is Arteta's first time in the Champions League. And he's in the round of 8. Please, round of applause. I beg. People should just back down. All that hate, they should just back down. Because there's just too much behind it. As in for what he's achieved. As a club, yes, we're bigger than that, but we know where we're coming from. And we know where we're going to. So all the haters, yesterday, I laughed my head off. I was just, in fact, look, I'm still gassed. I'm just still gassed. I don't know what to say yet. Let's continue. It will come.
Yeah, and for me, I'm gassed as well, but I still have a lot of criticisms for what I saw yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let this go because, bro, yesterday wasn't pretty to say the least. But we won, and the last time we went to a quarterfinals, I was still a young man, so it's good to to be back. It's good to be back. So man, it's not much to say really. All I can say is I'm gassed, but I still have a lot to say about the performance because I'm gonna be real, bro. We look like a bunch of kids.
But listen. I think in reality they are kids out there. Let's be realistic because I know me and you were in that stream and we were like, bro, I was pissed off after the game by the performance. But when I look back at it and I look back with hindsight and I look back at what went through in the game, it was actually so hostile, bro. Like even though we were at home, bro, it was hostile. Like they played very well. Like when they came to our ground, and I just want to call this out because we got one of our first trolls. So this video right here, this video has to be saved for trolls and for my boy Havertz, man. This video is for you, Night Vision.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like that's the donkey. You're a donkey.
You're a donkey, Night Vision. Yeah, I hope you know that. Raya shit. He's crap. I beg you, bro. Please go get a hobby,
just
bro.
Ignore that guy.
Man is bored. Bro, he's bored. He's bored for no reason, bro. He's bored. So man said, hold on a minute. There's a match reaction for Arsenal fans. I'm jumping on it and I'm just typing some bullshit in the chat. What's going on?
T, I want you to read what's on my screen right now and see what Pepe said and what their game plan was. They came with a game plan. So let me say this. I cannot be critical of how we played because the truth is, number one, we are kids when it comes to the Champions League. These kids are kids when it comes to the Champions League. The fact that they could take a team like Porto that has won it twice, has the experience, has legacy, all the way to penalty shootouts and be calm under that pressure and score their penalties the way they did it. And Raya came clutch, bro. There are different ways to win a game. We can't always win everything in 90 minutes or 120 minutes. Sometimes these kind of games is what builds us and sharpens us to be killers. Because now we know that sometimes it might be pushed to the wire. You have to practice for every aspect of the game. You practice for the first 45, second 45, first 15, second 15, and penalty shootout. You train for all of that. Because sometimes, no matter how good your team is, you might be pushed to that very last minute, which is the penalty shootout. So I'm glad that we were prepared for every aspect and we came out on top. That's number one. Number two, if you look at what they came to do, it is clear. He said what their plan was. I didn't say it. This is what Pepe said. We came here to play our game. We neutralized Odegaard's game between the lines. And the one or two chances Odegaard got, we converted one of them. That's to tell you how hard it was for the boys. They came to neutralize Odegaard, but he found one little opening to give it to Trossard, who scored it. So that tells you everything about that game. I can't be critical about how we played yesterday, honestly. I think any Arsenal fan that is being critical is ignoring the fact that for 7-8 games back to back, they've been amazing. And then suddenly they face an opposition that is a juggernaut. Look, this is Europe. It's a knockout cup. This is not league. It's a knockout cup. People come there and play dirty, score one goal and pack the bus, knowing fully well that they are advancing to the next round. This is not, I get the chance to get 3 points again if I play next week. So we have to look at it from that, perspective. I think the boys did what they needed to do. They got through. That's all that counts.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And I'm gonna get. By the way, Batman saying like the damn video. Make sure you're getting that done. I know who Batman is now. I know who Batman is. Batman is the guy that. This guy is the biggest Jorginho stan. It's crazy, bro. Like he has all the facts, bro. If you say anything about Jorginho, you're finished, bro. He has all the facts for you. Doesn't
Jorginho is
matter what
crap.
happens.
Jorginho is crap.
Tired yesterday, boy.
Jorginho is
tired.
crap. I'm joking. I'm joking,
tired.
Batman. I'm joking, Batman. Don't come for me.
You're clutching on straws, bro. It's crazy.
Don't come for me,
bro.
Batman. I'm messing up, bro. Hey, I'm messing around, Batman. I love Jorginho.
All I'm saying is you're in the thing, bro. You're in the tweet. He'll get your Twitter, bro. That's it. Listen, I want to say a massive big up to Sareda, who said just cause. You know what I mean? we're gonna send you a super chat just because we want to. But listen, Sareda, big up for you. You're always here. You're always supporting, always liking, always commenting. I really do appreciate you. And big up to everybody who is in Malaysia as well. Big up to all the Malaysians out there. So thank you very much for the super chat. And I always appreciate you. You already know it's always appreciated. And thank you very much, Sareda.
Sir,
Right,
can I quickly correct something, please? Those of you in the chat saying, I'm sorry, Jorginho is not crap. I was joking. It was a joke. I love Jorginho. I'm glad we got him. I'm asking them to give him another contract. I wrote an email to Arsenal, the info at, begging them to give him one more year. I know that I'm a nobody, but please give him one more year. Please. Don't come for me.
This is why I said I went to info at Arsenal, bro. And I said, hold on a minute. We need to give him one more year. Yeah? Inshallah, one more year. I want to see what is Skullex saying that he... I see you started ignoring me. What did you say? Okay.
No, he was talking about us being gassed because
You barely scraped past the round of 16. Have some shame. Porto in the round of 16. Have some shame. You're getting smacked in the quarterfinals. Okay, right. Okay, that's fine. If we get smacked, we get smacked. Yeah. But what I want you to do is when you're telling me that Porto are gonna smack me or Porto are gonna beat me going into the game, the second leg, and then all of a sudden now when I beat them, you're now changing. Now you're moving the goalpost and you're saying, hold on a minute, but you scraped past them. How can I scrape past them, but you're expecting them to beat me? How can those things both relate? How can they be both said in the same sentence? How can the same person say both of those things, bro? Come on, Skelex. You're shooting yourself in the foot there, man. You're shooting yourself in the foot,
And
man.
also one thing to take into consideration as well. I think you need to focus on your own club. Maybe not even making the Conference League, let alone the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right, what team does he support?
He's
Is
Chelsea
it-
fan. He's Chelsea fan, man. Come on,
Oh
bro.
my god!
He dying,
Is that
bro.
even
He's
in the
dying.
discussion, bro?
Like
He's
you know,
he's struggling for breath, bro. That's
you know what,
Bro, you know the guy who says, "I've got nothing left." This is literally the only thing Chelsea fans have left, bro. It's our Champions League run,
You're
bro.
talking about Ian Bill.
Hey, well, these men are too funny. I they went out, bro. But SJ, give us your
Yo, my
thoughts, man.
bro.
What was your thoughts on the game, man?
Like, honestly, we took our chance. When we had the chance to take our chance, we took it. That's the most important thing. Overall, I feel like Porto came with their game plan, which they were trying to stick to, and we were surprised because we didn't think that they were gonna come out in the first 20 minutes like how they did, and like they literally pushed Saka like back into his own half. So their win back was a bit further up, so it was a bit hard for us to like get into transition and all of that. But obviously, overall, look, all that matters is we got the win. Do you know what I mean? No matter how we done it, we've gotten the win because in the past, we've gone out where we've gone out, how we've gone out. Obviously, let's not talk about it because it still, you know what I mean, hurts our hearts up to this day. But I just feel like, bro, we've done the job and then let's go into the next round. And I don't think the next team that we get is going to be like Porto. I'm hoping that we don't get Enter Atletico because I feel like they're just like a bigger upgrade to how Porto played. Like, somebody that's just going to be open and just want to play football with us. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think that we're there. I definitely want it's got to be Barca or Bayern in my opinion. Because the vendetta's there, and we're here. With the position that we're in now, we can literally wipe the floor of them. I literally really believe that.
Mike
The
does. Go on. Sorry, my bad.
the transition that we've had with Arteta is like, bro, it's exceptional to the point where I was even telling one of my friends, I was saying it's one of them ones where even if touch wood we wasn't even to win anything this year, I'm not gonna be on a Arteta out. I won't be on an Arteta out thing. Like I'm even in a place where it's like I don't even feel like he has everything that he needs to take the squad where even he wants to take the squad. I feel like obviously if we go into this summer and we get another striker, I feel like that's when I'm even going to be more on it. Right now, whatever happens, I'm happy with the progression that we're in. And as far as we go, then I'm just going to, enjoy the ride. Get me?
I want to say something about this Porto team that everybody keeps talking about as if we scrape past. Inter beat Porto last year 1-0 to get by. Right? And Inter made it to the final. I'm going to put up a graphic here. I want you all to see this graphic. And then maybe we can, Sad, if you don't mind, just look at this graphic here.
Yes, let me put you on full screen.
Just take a look at that graphic. Since 2016.
Teams that have teams that have reached UCL final after knocking out Porto. So you got Juventus, you got Liverpool there twice in a year after year, bro. Consecutive on both years. Then you got Chelsea, then you got Inter. No, then it's us. But we haven't obviously reached the final yet.
No, we
but
haven't.
listen,
But I'm saying,
bro,
I'm just saying, like this is a mad stat, right? Like if you look at that stat, that's mad. The fact that every team that has knocked Porto out to make it to the round of 8 actually made it to the final. Hopefully, maybe that good voodoo, that good juju will follow Arsenal this year. That's number one.
Hopefully.
Number two, you said Bayern and Barca. I think I want both of them. Yes, I want both of them now on the semi because I want to get
both.
revenge.
Yeah.
Yes, as in maybe Barca first,
Yeah.
then Bayern in the semi, so that we make it in the final. Whatever happens, I mean, it's good. We can dream big. There's nothing wrong with it. We're playing well. The boys are scraping wins anyhow they can, whether it's by penalties, whether it's by scoring 4 goals in the first half, whether it's by scoring a goal in the last minute. They're doing what they need to do to win. And when people sit down there and try to criticize them for doing what they need to do to win. After you have said they're not good enough, it just baffles me. It just baffles me. So yeah,
I'm gonna be real. Just give me PSV, bro.
yeah,
I'm not looking at Bayern München. I'm not looking at Real Madrid. Just give me
I
PSV and call it a day,
But-
bro.
see, I'm on your thing, bro, right now, bro.
if
Hey,
we're talking current form, look, see, Porto is a team that has worried. Porto has European legacy. They've won 2 Champions Leagues,
Hmm.
and they won it way before Chelsea ever dreamt of winning it. So you're not talking about a team that doesn't have legacy. You're not talking about a team that doesn't have pedigree in the Champions League. So for us to beat them, I think we did a good job. Barca right now, Barca right now, Barca is going through the Barca is going through their own. Of course they're winning their games, but they're struggling. So against the Barca, I think we can hold our own right now. PSV, I think we can hold our own. You have to remember.
Yes, Barca, I do agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PSV, you have to remember, because we think we can beat them. They think they can beat us too, because we're like, they're looking at us and saying, well, we stand a chance here. We're in the round of 8 as well. If we can get Arsenal, maybe we can progress, a little bit more. So they're going to come at us, and we're going to have to come at them. So any one of these teams, I'm not afraid for us to meet them. I trust my gaffer. His first year in the Champions League, how many times did Klopp, with all his experience, go to the Champions League before he finally got to round of 8? How many times? Go look at his history. With Liverpool, how long did it take him? Let's even Pep, who finally won it now. How long has Pep been doing that to get there? This is
Pep was a long road, man. Pep went down a long road.
This is Arteta's first Champions League in 4 years of experience, and he's in the round of 8. Come on. I mean, the guy is 41 years old. 4 years ago,
Fun facts.
His age mate was playing.
Pepe, their defender.
Yes.
Pepe, their defender, is the same age as Arteta, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pepe was, yeah.
That's mad.
T has been going with this one thing for ages, bro. Like,
Oh, that's bad though.
Bro,
Who said Arteta can still be playing if he was really trying?
yeah,
Tried hard. What are you saying? Player manager.
Cristiano Ronaldo is 38. Arteta is 41. 3 years difference. What we talking about here?
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, but listen,
that's crazy.
I think obviously, listen, overall for me, obviously from my opinion, like I wasn't fully happy with the performance, but I understand to a certain extent that sometimes you're not going to perform well. You're not going to perform well in these competitions, and it's about getting it over the line, even though you haven't performed well. Do you know what I'm saying? So even though you haven't performed well in the game overall, and you've at least managed to defensively secure yourself, at least then you can get over the line in penalties or whatever it is. It's cup competition, it's a knockout competition. So you're gonna be playing extra time, you're gonna be playing penalties. You're at the knockout moment of it. Do you know what I mean? Where you start to hit around the 16, the quarterfinals and the semis and the final. So now you're getting the chance where maybe on the day, and let's face it, you have 2 legs at the moment. You don't have the the aggregate away goals. You don't have the away goals, which is actually was put in there to stop it going to penalties, and it still went to penalties with us and Porto. But I think that's just our luck, because even in the Europa League, it went to penalties with Sporting. Like, bro, we're just a penalty team for some weird reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we always like to go to penalties, but we did. But listen, I don't think the performance was that good. But I'm still very happy, and I'm very proud of my team for actually being able to step up. Like, especially for the penalties. Like, penalties are not as easy as everybody makes it out to be. People are saying, "Oh, yeah, you scraped by and you went through and you got over the line via penalties," like as if penalties are just some simple thing. Penalties are not, because you've come up against a Porto team who have probably played penalties previously in the Champions League, and they faltered, bro, by our brilliance of our keeper. So I understand.
Also, sad. You have to look at it this way. It's a 2-legged game when it comes to these knockout competitions. You play there and they play here. They beat us 1-0 at their patch. We beat them 1-0 on our patch. And we went to penalties, and the best team won. So I won't even look at the performances, because I've seen us perform better than this before this type of game. I understand that these type of games come, So I'm not judging the performance of the boys based on this one Porto thing. I know what they're capable of doing. So Porto beat us 1-0 there. We beat them 1-0 at the Emirates. Even out. Let's go to penalties. Some games we might have to go down that route, because it's not every game that we're going to finish in 90 minutes. And for me to then turn around, look at the past 8 games that Arsenal has played and how good they've been, and then say because they played this way with Porto, I need to judge the team now and make sure the team is not doing badly. You have to switch sometimes you have to play an uncomfortable game, look bad to get by, because you're playing teams that I don't know if you play pool, billiards, pool. I play pool. Used to play pool league. If you play someone who doesn't know how to play, they're the worst guys to play. You know why? They don't allow you to arrange your ball, no ball control. Yeah. They just smash everything. Bah, 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 block your ball, block the edge. You're like, what in the you might be the best player. Like when I started, people hated playing me because they play me against an 8 and I was ranked a 2, and I get on the table and I just used to smack, block everybody's ball. The best players 8s couldn't win, so they had to start finding ways around it, which is what I think Arsenal had to do with Porto. We're still a very good team. We still had good tactics, but Porto was that type of team that we had to step away from that tactic, play their own game, hold them off, make sure they don't score. And if we had to go to pens, we had to go to pens. If we were able, I mean, look at it. Odegaard scored a goal. It was disallowed. Of course, the foul was there, but just that little dink there, that would have been 2 goals. That would have been 2 goals. That's all I'm saying. So hey, football capo, we see you. Capo.
He's a fraud. Capo's a fraud. Capo's a fraud. He's calling us frauds. How can a fraud call me a fraud, bro? How does that stand?
The peloton. You're doing the peloton. I see you.
But yeah, listen. Overall, it's a great win. David Raya, we're definitely going to speak about him when we go into the player ratings, which we will do in just a second. But guys, listen, I want to ask you guys, please, to make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, make sure you're getting that done for me, please. Trying to bring out as much content as we can, so we're trying to get that done, especially now that we have a massive break, a massive gap where there's no games. So I'm going to try and bring as much content as I can to the table, because these are the hardest times for content creators, man. We hate international breaks, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see an England watch along. Nobody wants to see Gareth Southgate ball. I'm pretty sure no one wants to see that, bro. I'd rather smash my head against the wall and see what happens.
No, don't smash.
That might be more interesting.
No,
it might be more. It might be more interesting. It might end out a bit more entertaining than watching Gareth Southgate for 90 minutes. But listen, wallahi, it might be more entertaining, bro. Who knows, bro? They might be like, oh, this is better than football. But Ali, wallahi, you're pissing me off. Wallahi, Ali is pissing me off.
So let me address this guy. Let me address this.
Go ahead.
Alez. You say keep believing. Tell me how you can say someone is delusional. You say keep believing. If you're believing, you're not delusional. Believing simply means you have faith in something and you're hoping it happens. Now, if you want to call us delusional, call us delusional. That's what delusional one. We are clueless about what's going on, but we're not clueless. Nobody.
No, this is. You know what it is, Deo? I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna cut you off there. Just one thing, yeah. We don't even have to address this, okay? Because ever since this year, Liverpool fans have been on smoke. This guy is clear. This guy is a Liverpool fan. I just know, yeah. Liverpool fans have been on smoke this year for one particular reason. They have a rival now. They have someone to go head to head now, yeah. And the last thing you want is that team to win a Champions League. I'm not saying that we will. I'm not saying that it will happen this year. But if it happens, it will be long. You know what I'm saying? We just need one. We just need one, bro.
All I'm saying is that
if
the Liverpool fans, but the Liverpool fans are not really like used to this, because they have their whole rivalry with Manchester City. Bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. Yeah, with us, with Arsenal and Liverpool, it will never be buddy. There'll always be hostility there, bro. There'll always be hostility there, because we'll really chat shit and we'll really go crazy on the touchline, and our players will really fight. Same with their players will really fight, and it will get heated.
Sir,
Of
do you know
course,
their
they're
biggest
fans.
fear?
It's more. It's heritage. It's heritage.
You know
With
their biggest
City,
fear?
with City. No, no. But one second. With City, Liverpool were always the team that had the heritage. So realistically, City done all of that, but Liverpool were the heritage team. So now it's two heritage teams, two teams that have like really got league titles on their under their belt, going at it with each other. Like, bro, it's gonna cross up. So that's why the hostility is there.
You know their biggest hostility again. Let me tell you what really triggered them the most. When Klopp said he was leaving, and then they see Arteta and Arsenal competing for the Premiership and might also competing for Champions League, right? You know what that means to them? If Arteta, by any chance, let's just say in an alternate universe where there is a different parallel life, Arteta wins the Champions League and the Premiership and does the double. Everything Klopp has done in Liverpool was achieved in 1 year by a manager who has just had 4 years experience. They will go and die. That's what that's
that
the
one
real
will burn them.
That's the real burn that they're thinking about. A lot of them are
So.
sitting there thinking, if in an alternate universe,
look how they worship Klopp. They worship that guy, you know. Look at him.
And he's only won them one Premiership. He's only won them one. They're first in 30 years. I agree they have others. I agree they have others. But Liverpool fans need to chill, man. You got one in 30 years, right? Gerrard does not have a Premiership to his name. Stephen G doesn't have a Premiership to his name. You get one in 30 years. Klopp gets you a Champions League. Okay, great. Even the year that you won the Premiership, the COVID year or whatever it was, there was nobody. You had the league wrapped up by April. By March, April, you were wrapped up. You literally had won it. There wasn't a title race per se. So Liverpool has never really been in a 3-horse title race. Maybe once they've been in a 2-horse title race with Man City, once or twice. The other times you came fourth and you came third. So what are you talking about? All these Liverpool fans, in fact, it's not your fault. I will rattle your whole history to you.
Master, don't let me do it, bro. I give you the backhand, bro.
In fact,
but listen, guys, we need to get to these player ratings because I know a couple of players that we're gonna speak about. Oh, sorry, just for MDL here. He said, Sard, who do you want to draw in the quarterfinals? Give me PSV, man. I'm begging for PSV, bro. I'm begging for that right now, bro. I'm screaming out for PSV, bro. If I can get PSV and slowly and smoothly just cruise my way into the semi-finals somehow, khalas, alhamdulillah. My Ramadan prayers, everything that I'm praying for in the message that come correct, bro. That's been blessed to me by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So listen, that's all I want, man. That's all I want. Aaron is triggered. And I've never seen Aaron triggered. Aaron is always like balanced, bro. He's never triggered. I've never seen him go for one of the panel members, bro. Big up Aaron.
Dale was on smoke, to be fair. Dale was on smoke. So yeah.
He was on smoke. He was on smoke. But you know what? LA's come back. He said, keep talking, my guy. I love the chest. Typical Arsenal fan. You're on mute, Dale. Waffles said, what UCL for Henri? He fooled an entire generation and passed it to Valdez. Yeah, you're such a fraud. You're such a fraud.
So, Aaron, let me say
like Henri ain't better than most of the strikers you've had in the Premier League.
Let me say this, Aaron. Aaron, this is not to you. You know, I know there are some reasonable Liverpool fans like you. I know there are some reasonable ones like you. You see that Alez and his cohorts, the ones that follow him, that particular one, that's the person I'm addressing. He needs to know the real history, the facts. In the last 7 years that Liverpool has tried to win the Premiership, twice you have been third, twice you have been second, once you have been fourth, and you've won it once. So it's not like you've been in a title race head-to-head with Man City consistently for 7 years. Don't come here and change the facts. Let's call it a shovel and not a garden utensil. You can't come here and be changing the English word and so let's not
that's a good one.
So please,
bro, the way Dayo is pulling out these bars, bro, it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy.
It's
Big
actually
up
nuts.
Deo, man.
Man said, man
On
said,
that.
let's call a shovel a shovel. Let's not call it a garden utensil, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, now that's what they do now. Because no, see, look,
Uh,
because this is what they do. They because they won one premiership in 30 years. They say it's a garden intensive. You know what Klopp has done? What has Klopp done? Keep your mouth shut. They take several seats at the back.
Hey, hey, you know what? Yeah, I dare bro. Wallah, you're gonna start World War Three in my comment section. You're gonna start World War Three with all the Liverpool fans, bro. They're gonna start getting all emotional, and you're coming for their goat. So let's just end it there, guys. Khalas, salamu alaikum. It's done. Okay.
We come in
Let's
peace.
just
We
move
yeah,
come in
on.
peace.
let's forget
Let's
about
just
this.
We come
let's
in
just
peace. We
move
come in
on.
peace.
Look,
We come.
look up my bros. Look at this. I said, Cook. What? Nah, we're not trying to do that. Why are you guys trying to start? Why are you not trying to start trouble? Hey, and you just got people just in there, just tossing, freaking fuel onto the fire. Like, oh yeah, let's let it cook. Let's let it all go off. I want some Liverpool fans to get cooked right now. Nah, listen, let's just relax. We'll
Jocelyn.
Dale will have a don't listen to Jocelyn. Jocelyn is
Say
just
what has Arsenal won? Can you show me your golden trophy? Your golden EPL trophy. Can you show me one?
yeah, you are.
Okay,
No.
خلاص.
Can you show me
خلاص.
one?
والله خلاص. Let's move on. I have to go
If you
in a
can
few.
show
والله.
me, no bro, no issues.
Anyway, listen, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. So I need you guys to give me your score predictions, and obviously we are gonna start off with the main man himself, the man who actually saved this whole thing for us, the man that gave us the reason to smile. Yeah,
Mhm. Cedric Suarez.
you're the biggest fraud, bro. If you ever mention that guy's name again, wallahi qasam billah, on everything I love and my family and everything else, bro, I never want to hear about that guy Cedric Suarez again. Inshallah, he's gone out of my club. Salamu alaikum. I'll see you maybe when
Bro, it
you're
was the
playing
alley-oop,
for
man.
Porto or something, bro.
You
Wallahi.
said it so slow, it was the perfect alley-oop to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh. Look at you see, James Bond is trying to do something crazy. Must have take Dayo to This Is Football, bro. Oh my god, bro. He wants me to toss you to the wolves. He wants
What
me to
rules?
put you. He wants
What
me
rules?
no, bro.
Sad,
Hassam,
sad. Let me tell you something. Listen,
say
Hossam.
less.
Listen, let me
Say
tell me
less.
to you. I know the Nigeria know they carry last. I know they fear anybody
Fairs,
for this
fairs,
world.
fairs, fairs.
And see, the facts are the
That's
facts. Do you
funny.
understand? No, the facts are the facts. Let's call it. I keep telling people like when Arsenal was bad, I called Arsenal bad. This is what the fact is. When you lose 7-0 and there's reasons you lost, this is why you lost 7-0. But when you're doing good and people want to turn around and still talk about nonsense from the past, the problem is right now they cannot stand the fact that we are literally a better team than most teams that are trying to banter us. That's the problem. So whether it is Osamo or whether it is Liverpool, in fact, if you want me to travel down to the city of Liverpool, I'll come and tackle all of you in your stadium. I'll tackle you. You have to go and photocopy yourselves into many to be able to win this battle. Let me tell you.
Okay. Anyway, listen, we need to get on to David Raya. So let's get David Raya. We need to do the match rating for him. What are we giving him? What are we giving him,
10.
lads?
10.
10 straight up. Is he your man
Yeah.
of the match, or is he just a 10? He's not your man of the match though. Because they can still be 10 and be your man
Nah,
of the
he's a
match.
10, but he's got to take the man of the match as well, though, innit? Because he's basically won us the game, innit? Literally.
Yeah, listen,
Mhm.
yeah,
10.
I think that's fair play. I think that's fair play. What are you saying, Dale?
I said 10, Raya. I mean, what else can you give him? He didn't have much to do throughout the entire game,
Clean
except for
sheet.
those couple of chances. He kept a clean sheet, and in the penalties, he did what you hope that any goalkeeper would be able to do for your team on the day. And so, I think just based on like the way I score players, like I told you earlier, is if you do your job. I'm not looking for flashy. If your job is to keep a clean sheet and stop the ball from going in the net, and you do it well, you've passed the test. 10-10. There's no need for me to start scoring you based on how well did you dive. Did you save it with one hand or with your head or with your butt? That doesn't care. You stopped it. You did the job. Clean sheet. You won us a game. So you passed your test. 10-10.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. T, what are you giving him, bro?
Yeah, I'm giving him also a 10, bro. Literally saved us not only with the penalties, but also with the amazing saves he had in the game as well in the 90 minutes. The mistakes we made, the way they dragged them out of his box when they were going for the long balls in an awkward position. Ryan came out and he dealt with that as well. So yeah, he had overall a great performance, and to top it off with 2 saves in the penalty shootout, yeah, that's amazing, bro. I think this guy, yeah, he didn't need to do it, but I think he cemented his place at this 11. I don't think we're gonna see another keeper anytime soon at this club. I think Raya is the last one we will go for a long time, I think. And apart from that, yeah, man, Unai Simon, better watch your back, because my boy is getting his main spot in the Spain team, bro. Let's go.
All right.
10, bro. 10.
Listen, that's crazy. That's crazy if he does do that, bro. If he takes
He
that
will.
off of him, which
He
I
will.
think he's good enough to do, to be
Yeah.
honest. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna give him a 10. I think he gets a 10 from me. He is my man of the match. I only save my 10s for my man of the match because I have to give them a 10 because I think they're 10 out of 10. But it's very close for me because it was very close between him and Erdegaard. And I think the fact that he stood up and was able to take us into that last moment where it's literally he has to do everything. He has to save these shots. Do you know what I mean? It's so much pressure. He just took it on his shoulders and he said, "Nah, on this, man. I'm gonna save the team here, man. I'm gonna do my thing. You guys just score. I'll do it from my side." You know what I mean? So big ups to him, man.
And also
honestly.
what you shared on Twitter as well, Sad, with the mentality with him and Raya and Ramsdale, you know what I'm saying? The way they talk, the way they conduct themselves, what you shared on Twitter. I think Raya's reaction was perfect, man. I think the way he conducts himself as well, real professional, man. Yeah, not as dense as Ramsdale, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Big up, bro. Big up. Yeah, no, 100%, man. 100%. Right. Ben White. What we giving Benny Blanco?
Benny Blanco did his job, man. I give him a 6. He did his job. I'll give him a 6, man. I mean, Porto is a hard team. Yeah, no, let me explain why. Because of the way, so I put the game in context. Porto's game is a game where you're not going to see Arsenal style of football shine. It's not possible. Playing that Porto team, you will not see the Arsenal football shine. So I can't score him higher than what the game context is about. Like, he had to change his style of play to defend against the Porto, who were pushing really deep against us. And then sometimes when they sat back so deep, and it was just hard to play, that I'd say, you know what, for what we faced, the adversity we faced, that's, you know, nobody. The only reason Raya is getting the 10 is because of the penalty. Nobody else is getting above a 6 from me. Saka did not. Nobody's getting above a 6 from me. Everybody else. Odegaard, even Odegaard. I think. We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Yeah. Hold on, because you're gonna piss me off. Alright,
No.
He can't. There's no way that Odegaard for anybody on this panel is getting below an 8, bro. There's no way. It can't happen. It can't happen, bro. Odegaard.
That's what I was gonna give him. I was gonna give him an 8
bro.
still.
Odegaard was sourcing yesterday, bro. He was doing everything. He was our star player. Him, Kivior, Raya. Is the only ones that I can give.
He might even be a 9.
You know what? I should be fair. I think I can be fair when it comes to Odegaard and
with Odegaard, you have to, bro. You have
Odegaard
to be fair for my broski.
I can see where. Yeah, but Ben White did his job, man. Like, he did his job. I mean, nothing really came down his side. You know, let's be fair. Nothing. Kyria as well. Even when once or twice when stuff came down his side, he dealt with it.
It was a lot down Kivior's side. That's why Kivior gets the plaudits. I think. because
Yeah.
that Consensao,
was on him.
the son, bro, he was trying to make something happen on that left side, bro.
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah.
Ben White. So what we giving him? You said a 6, Dayo, yeah.
Let me give him a 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5.
Alright,
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay, no worries.
I'll give him a
See,
6, bro. 6. And the reason
6,
why
bro, yeah.
is because I thought his first half was abysmal. The way he played, his heavy touches, the way he lost the ball, when he cuts back, his direct opponent in front of him being faster than him and snatching the ball out of his feet when he cuts back. It was kind of those kinds of situations, and that's why I wanted to give him a 5. But then after the second half, he picked up the pace, started playing a little bit better, but everyone was bad, so it's hard to play good if everyone is shit as well.
Hmm.
So that's why I will give him an average score, 6.
Yeah. Hussam, how does this even make sense? How does this comment even make sense? How can I be twerking for Arsenal if I support the team, bro?
Is this the this? Oh,
Uh,
this is Hossam. This is football that people are saying that they should send me there. How can if Arsenal fan be twerking for Arsenal? Then think about what you just typed. You literally thought about it in your brain, and then you pulled your phone out and you typed
I
Arsenal fan twerking for Arsenal. Like, just sit down and rationalize what you did, and then drink some water. After you drink water, think about it again, then retype the right thing.
Guys, smash a like here, and
Hossam is
smash a
going to
like
come for
over
me.
at This Is Football if you want to see Hussam X Dio, bro. We need to get that link up happening because we need to get them on a head to head, bro. Yeah, because Dio is an
I'm
unbelievable debater, bro.
I'm
He's very
talking
good
it
at
right now.
debating, and so is Hussam. So I want to see that. I want to see that come together, bro. Because you know what I mean. They could both be shameless, but they could both talk facts. Hey, we need to see that happen, man. We need that. 100% FDL. We need that, bro. We need that, bro. The Hussam versus Dayo, bro. That's crazy, bro. We need that 100%, man. Hey, but yeah. Sorry, Benny Blanco, SJ. Did you give your rating, broski, for him?
Yeah, it said 6. 6
6,
still,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like T said in the first half, he was a bit sloppy with it, like everyone. But yeah, second half he picked it up, done his thing. Still can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think first half, like you said.
Okay, hey,
Um
read Hussam's second comment. He's asking you for the second comment. This guy, bro,
my God,
is
bro.
wallahi, I think he's the biggest fraud of the group, of the Al Ahwal group. All I'm saying.
Bro, this guy.
For some reason, he just doesn't believe that I'm Dutch, bro.
Hey, man said TK always forces the Dutch thing, always overdoes it. We get it. You're Dutch. You don't have to sound like Cruyff. I'm
Wallah.
like,
Yeah, I'm forcing the Dutch accent. You know what I'm saying?
True.
bro, he's
He
acting like
said
you're just
true.
forcing it, bro. Like you're just putting it on, bro. Like extra, bro, for no reason, bro.
Wallah. Yeah, big up
Alright.
Hassan, man. One day when you come here, I will bring you to Robin so you can believe me that he was my neighbor. Okay?
There you are. There you are. Wallah. Wait, Iron Robin was your neighbor, yeah?
Yeah, he was when I lived in Groningen, because he is from Groningen. I was born in Groningen, and we lived in the city. And he had like a tall apartment building, and on the top of that, he had a penthouse. He doesn't live there anymore, but I lived basically next to him in the same next to that building. You know what I'm saying? So he was basically my neighbor, and I saw him enough times. I saw Edgar Davids as well, and yeah.
That's Edgar Davids.
Wallah, Edgar Davids I saw the most. That guy was
Right.
just chilling 24/7 at the Centrum. You know what I'm saying? Where everyone is.
Dan Carlito, if you listen to people to understand and not just to respond, you'll understand what he just said. He said he lived in the same building, the building right beside the building, the penthouse where Robin lived, which means they are neighbors. He was talking about the city where they were born first. You just came in and typed nonsense. Look at you. Look at you.
Hey, Dio's on smoke today, bro.
Listen to
On
understand and
defense
not just to
level,
Dio's
man.
on
respond.
smoke.
These people.
Wallah, look at this guy. Who's next?
Um,
Van der Sar. Bro, I wish Van der Sar was my
Allah,
neighbor, bro. Wallah.
Allah.
Wallah, I
I
wish.
listen. Anyway, listen. Let's because we actually need to go, so we need to get through these ASAP, bro. So okay, Ben White. Like I said, I agree with you guys. I think he was slow at start, but he did get into it a bit more into the second half and managed to get more involved in the game. More looked a bit better. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at Total Eclipse's comment, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6 as well. Saliba, what are we giving Saliba? Because I think that I'll start this off. I think he had an off game yesterday. He didn't look how he normally looks, composed, calm, you know, aware of his surroundings. Like he looked a bit flustered, and he looked a bit all over the place at times, which for me wasn't normal for Saliba. It wasn't normal for me to see that from Saliba. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably this is probably the worst rating I've ever given Saliba, but I'm gonna give him a 4 or a 4.5 because I feel like but SJ, the drop off of the normal level that we see Saliba to where it was just it wasn't acceptable. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't acceptable. So that's the reason why for good if I classify you as a great player in this team, then you have to be you can only drop off to a level where you're you know what I mean, maybe good or just below good, bro. But if you're dropping an average game, bro, if you no, not even an average game, it wasn't even an average game. It was a subpar game, bro, from Saliba. So I think he
What do you feel
definitely
like he was the worst one out of the two?
what of him, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think they,
I think with Gabriel, you always know what you're gonna get, though. You always
I
know
feel
what you're
like
gonna
Gabriel
get.
kept on kicking the ball away unnecessarily, man.
he
Like,
had
when
to
I
though.
know
He
he's trying to
had to.
find the
That game,
I know he's
that's
trying to find the pass, but bloody hell,
but you have to realize that game against Porto, that was what we needed to do to win. You could not, if we held the ball in our half and tried to play out from the back and Porto pressed us, they have the ability to break us down and score. So they did what they needed to do, you know. So it's heritage.
Oh yeah, you're hearing that one
Allah,
a
he's
lot, boy.
doing,
Heritage.
he's doing the Hamza thing, wallah.
Bro,
Hey,
the
big up to
background is
Deo,
what
bro.
kills me, bro. The background.
Yeah,
Wallah.
with the Hamza's piano in the back, bro. Allah. Allah. Okay. So what are you guys giving Saliba? If we just do a roundup of, we
I'm
might
gonna
as
give
well
him a
just do
5.
Saliba and Gabriel. We might as well just do Saliba and
Yeah,
Gabriel as a
Saliba,
pair,
Gabriel, I'll give them
to be
5 and
honest.
5 each. I give them 5 and 5 each,
Yeah,
man.
5 still.
They kept the clean sheet, 5 and 5.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
They
kept the
they actually done their job basically, innit? They kept the
Yeah.
clean sheet.
they kept the clean sheet, man.
Yeah.
I cannot be critical about whether they passed the ball correctly anymore. They dribbled. It's like, hey, look, you did what you were supposed to do. Nothing went past you, and if it did, you got it out of there. So, you know, Gabriel 5, Saliba 5, man, for me.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think they made a few mistakes at the first half. My bad. I'm thinking about another game. My bad. They were solid, but they got a few times because of the long balls, and they were exposed. Basically, they didn't have any support because we were high pressing, and yeah, they got a few times, and Saliba got a silly yellow as well, and could have had a second yellow. I'm glad he didn't. So yeah, I'm giving them both a 5, a little bit below average for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5. Oh, I don't know what happened to T there for a hot second. I'm gonna give Gabriel a 5. Saliba's gonna keep his 4. Yeah, I'll say Gabriel is just a bit better than him, just because, like, I still think Gabriel was a bit more composed than Saliba. That's just my personal opinion. You know, we're not all gonna agree, but yeah. Kivior, this one is definitely gonna get up there a bit. I think he didn't have a bad game. I think he had actually a good game out of the back 4. He looked very composed, and I don't know what's happened to this guy since we've given him just defensive duties. He
'Cause that's
started
what
to
he's
move
good at.
forward, bro. No, but
Bro, that's what he's good
don't
at.
you see him? Don't you see him now? Now that he's not solely like told, okay, you need to invert into the midfield.
Yeah.
He started to improve a bit. He started to.
I think that's what it is. I feel like he's playing like a traditional left back. Like
Yeah.
sometimes he bums up as well. Remember, he's got a few
Mm.
assists. You get me? He's been playing well. He's really he's defensive. I think even he's pace. He's a fast guy. You know, he's quite
Yeah.
fast and really athletic. Because there was a time when he literally got back and then he was just holding the player. And I think they got offside. It was offside, but remember there was a bit where I think they got the ball in and he was holding the player back, just using pure strength. And I thought, yeah, he done really well. If anything, I'd give him a 7. You know, I think he done really well.
Yeah, Kirio 7.
Yeah.
I think I'll give Kirio 7. But I want to
Yeah.
say I want to say this about Kirio though. I watched him when I heard that Arsenal was buying him. I went and looked for some of his old games and I watched him at the World Cup. He is actually a very, very good DM as well.
Really?
Yes. He's like, I was shocked in some of the games. Like literally, he's a solid DM. And I think that's one of the reasons that Teta got him as well, because he knows he can play that role. He's not used him in it yet, and he needed time to blend to the team. So now that he's blended into the team and he understands what role they want him to play, he's playing it perfectly. And so I think in this game, I'll give him a 7 because a lot went down his side and he didn't let anything pass him.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. T.
I'll give him around a 7 as well. I think him going out for Zinchenko was a big mistake. We thought he would bring more control, and
Bro.
I
But
T. While you mentioned him, let's just all grade Zinchenko right now. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Hold up.
in the minuses, bro. It's in the minuses because that was a stinker.
I can't do that though. I can't do that because
I think
you know
I think
why
that
I
was
can't do that?
that was Arteta to
Bro,
blame for that.
he was
me-
sabotaging us, bro. The
let me-
first
let
thing
me-
he did was give away a corner, bro.
Let me say this right.
Bro,
You can,
I
you
feel
can
sad for
listen.
him, bro.
Listen. You can criticize Zini all you want, but I'm going to say this right. Back from injury and in a game against Porto, the way Porto was playing, regardless of who you are, this is back fresh from injury. I mean, we're looking at De Bruyne now and seeing some of his flaws back from injury in some games. Of course, he stepped up and helped, but what I'm saying is this game cannot be a yardstick for Zini's return. We
Nah, but
needed.
do you know what it is, Dale?
Listen, we needed to put
My
in.
man's got history.
Yeah,
Because he's got history. That's what it
listen
is,
now.
and it's in the back
We
of your
needed-
head. Do you get what I'm trying
we
to say?
needed, I understand that, SG, but we needed to put extra fresh legs, regardless of what it was, because this game was going to go the long haul, and Arteta had seen it. People were getting
All-
tired. And then also think about it on the long haul, the penalties. If the penalties went to 10 and every team was scoring, we've not seen Kiro's penalties. We've seen Zini's penalties. So you have, as a coach, as the manager, you have to manage the game. Zini might be a default, like where he might cause a problem, but there's cover for that problem. You're like, you know what? I'll take this risk because the game is going the long haul, and I need the right players on the pitch in case we go into penalties. And we score 5, they score 5. We have to bring another 5 players up. The players that should be there should be players that can score their penalties. So let's, I'm not gonna. It can't be a minus.
All I'm gonna do, Daya. All I'm gonna do because I'm gonna end it there. Yeah, obviously just the Zinchenko thing. All I'm gonna say is just as a closing statement. I could accept that he was a player coming fresh off of an injury. Yeah, I could accept that. However, this is not the first time we've seen Zinchenko do this. I've seen him do this when he's a fully fit player. I've seen him do these kind of moves where he gives away stupid corners or he just does some suspect stuff. So that's the only reason why I'm saying
Yeah.
I agree.
this is.
It's
normal
like he even knows it himself. Like when you see him, it's like he even knows he doesn't want to be the one that makes a mistake, bro. Like
You know how I can explain it. You know how I can explain it.
We've also seen Zinchenko be the reason why we've won many games. Many more games.
That's
I hear
perfect.
that.
Yeah,
fine, Dale.
but
this is
remember
how you
the
explain
times.
him, bro.
Well, I just want to say one thing about this. But
Yeah,
remember
go
the times when Zinchenko was playing every game, and the way oppositions dealt with us was going long to Zinchenko's
On
side
his
all the
side.
time.
Ping,
Yeah,
ping.
it was
played
like
Liverpool the
a
other day,
pinball
remember?
machine.
Yeah,
Every
but that
every
is
ball
the-
went there because
was
they
the-
know he will get exposed really easily. You know what I'm saying? And now we have Kivior, an actual stable defender who knows how to defend properly. And now they don't do it anymore, and we look much better defensively.
That was the coach's tactic. He's the one who has Zinchenko to invert. Did Zinchenko invert on his own? If you ask the left back to invert and stay and invert, of course the left back there's going to be a channel open there. What do you think teams are going to do? They're going to exploit it. Let's not talk as though, you know what, listen, let's not do this to our players.
Yeah.
Let's not do this to our players. The coach
Okay.
asks you to invert, there's space behind you, and the other team is trying to exploit that space, and you want to blame the player. Come on. We can't do
Alright.
that.
I hear
You
what
know
you're saying,
what?
but listen, one thing though,
Bruh.
but you see with Zinni though, you see what you're saying when he's inverting, like, cool. When he's getting forward, it's calm, innit, yeah? Man's talking about when he's defending though, because he's not inverting when we're on the defense though. Do you get what I'm trying to say? When he's defending, sometimes it's just he's the target because they know, you know what? Ping it to Zinni's side because he's the weak link. When we played Liverpool the other day at the Anfield, bro, what did they do? One boom, zoom, bang, cutting.
And that is because, but that is because of his positioning that the coach asked him to do. Yeah, listen, if you ask someone to invert into the middle, right, when the other team is counter-attacking and he's trying to drop back to that left, you still want him to be the first person that gets the ball when we stop them because he's a guy that can distribute the ball and progress the ball quicker, right? So you don't want him all the way back, left back. You still want him somewhere a little central left, which means there's still a lot of space behind him where he's at. This is the tactic that Arteta wanted to play. He knew the risk of that place being open and was hoping that Gabriel would be the one to cover for it. And then you can have somebody else drop in a defensive midfield into the center to help Saliba, which at that time, we didn't really have anybody. So when we got Declan, and now that we have Jorginho, you see the difference. When we played the beginning of last season, we were flying. The first 14 games, what are you talking about with Zinni? People could not figure out that inversion. And when they figured it out, they used it against us. But you can't blame that on the player. That's on the coach.
Okay.
It's his tactic.
All right, no worries. Listen, we got to speed through these actually now. We actually have to speed through them. So what was Kivior's rating for everybody? It's just,
7.
7.
Yeah. Okay. Khalas, I go with 7 as well. Jorginho, what we giving him?
Jorginho, 7. I give him 7.
I'll give him a
his
6
job.
still.
He did his
I'll give him
job.
a 6 still.
SJ is thinking how I'm thinking. I'm giving him a 6.
Yeah.
And even that's a push because his legs went out. His legs went out, bro.
Yeah.
That Pepe guy was running.
Bro,
he was just stumbling. He was just stumbling at one point.
Man was just throwing himself at the ball, bro. And like you know when they just throw themselves at the ball, bro, and they're just trying to get something on it. Bro.
Let me just
get a touch on it, bro. Let me see what happens.
Let me just try.
That's what Jorginho was doing. I'll give him a 10 out of 10 for effort, bro.
Yeah, you try. He was thinking, bro, I need to get off this pitch right now, bro.
I played the 90 minutes full, bro. Like,
tried.
Almost, bro. I played 85 minutes, bro.
He was really tired,
man.
A for effort, though, still.
No, 100%. But yeah, I think he gets a 6 from me. Dale?
I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
7, yeah? Cool.
Yeah,
go on, bro. Did you want to say
No, that's it. I was just like, I'll give him a
Okay,
7. Jorginho. Yeah, he got tired at the end, but I mean, it is what it is. If you're not tired after playing that Porto team, after 45 minutes, I don't know what you're doing. That Porto team will tire you out in 45 minutes. I'm surprised they made it to 120. So,
definitely. T.
6 as well, man. I think he lost his legs. It was finished. 6.
Fair enough. Declan Rice. What are we giving Declan Rice?
Deckers with the Techers. I'll give him a 7 too.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
T.
7. Mr. Consistent, at least a 7 from me.
Same. Everybody going with the same one. 7, 7, 7, 7. Freaking Deckers, man. Big up the Deckers. Right. What we giving Odegaard? What we giving Odegaard?
9.
Now we're back to Odegaard.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a 9, bro. I'm giving him a 9.
Minus 4.
Spectacular. I think you guys give me
Jorginho.
30 seconds. Give me a 30-second explanation from each three of you because I know we all have to go. So give me a 30-second explanation for why. Or just his
Obviously,
game.
he set up the goal, which was crucial. But not only that, brother, this guy was fighting for every ball, bro. He was like, we are not coming out today. It was a real captain's performance, and that. Yeah, like they say, he's the Ozil with the work rate still.
Yeah.
So I'm giving him a 9.
Dale?
I'll give him. You know what? I was critical earlier, but thinking about what he did bring to the game, I'll give him a 9, and that's because I read that article that said that they literally targeted Odegaard. That's their coach told them, if you nullify Odegaard and not allow him into our half, they can't do anything. And the fact that he was able to break that and give an assist, yeah, he deserves a 9. And as the captain that stepped up to take the first penalty under all that pressure for the first time to take us, back again after 14 years into the round of 8, he did what he needed to do as a captain. He did a job, and yeah, proud of him. And I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, no, fair enough. A T.
Solid 7.5, 8, around those lines. I think he was the best of a bad bunch in front. I'm gonna be real. Saka was abysmal. Havertz was bad. Trossard didn't have a good game as well.
There you are.
And Ødegaard was just the best out of them, and that's why I'll give him an 8. Amazing assist. Like I said, this assist reminded me of the Liverpool game last year when he gave the through ball to Martinelli. It was just one of those. You know what I'm saying? It was a great pass, great performance. You know what? I'll give him a 7.5, not an 8, because I think he needs to shoot more. Wallahi, I'm tired of this guy not shooting. Yesterday, I said the same. Enough positions where he can shoot, but he just doesn't do it.
Nah, fair enough. What are you giving Saka?
4.
Poor game.
Yeah.
4.
Poor game. Yeah.
And I don't blame him for getting the 4. It's the way Porto was set up, and that Wendell guy or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, he was on it, man.
That dude, you
just gotta admit.
Yeah, Wendell is he's not a small fry, man. That dude is 30 years old with a lot of experience. We need to remember that Saka is just 22.
Strength.
So the guy is strong. So Saka had a very, very poor game, and it is what it is. There are days like that you have poor games, and it is what it is. But I know what he's capable of doing. So for a 4 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same one. 4. You going with that, SJ? Or are you going?
Yeah. 4.
4, yeah. T, are you going 4?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know why I asked you like as if it wasn't 4. It might have been lower for T. Who knows?
yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. Who are we talking about again?
Saka.
Oh, we'll talk about
Saka. Oh, yeah. 4. Yeah. 4. I thought we were talking about with Havertz for a second.
I thought he was going to say 2.
No, Havertz. Watch.
No, bro. Havertz is gonna catch smoke. Hooks is lucky that he's not here, bro. Hooks is lucky, bro.
Okay. Yeah, Hooks. I think he pulled a sickie, bro. For some weird reason, bro. I think he pulled this sickie, bro. He said he was sick, but who knows, man? Who knows? He might have been ducking the smoke. Right. Getting on to the main man, Havertz. What are we giving him? I'll let T start.
5.
Well, you don't even cold, bro.
Bro,
I'm giving him a 7. I'll tell you why. I'm giving him a 7.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. You guys go ahead first. You guys go ahead.
T had a 7. He was like, "Oh, go." You didn't
go ahead.
You know what?
Because what I said yesterday is I was intrigued to see what people were going to say and justify what he did yesterday. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay. You're looking at our overall performance here, but I'm looking at it's a bit deeper than that for me, innit? Let me tell you why here. I feel like in some big games here, we've missed somebody that's a bit of a shittery type of person that just does anything to get under the skin of the opposition. Cheeky things like pushing the ref. Even obviously the goal got disallowed, but even holding Pepe, how he held him. Obviously, it wasn't his best game, but because of that aspect and what I like, and I feel like as a club, we don't really have that anymore. Like, I just felt like, I don't know, I was really happy with that because I ain't seen it in a long time. And he tried his thing in the second half. He was much better in the second half than he was in the first, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just gonna say 7 because I don't feel like he was the worst out of the front 4.
So you would say he has an above average performance.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay, I hear you in that sense, and I'm gonna be reasonable. Okay, Saad, I'm gonna be reasonable.
There you are.
I won't let my agendas get in the way.
You're against Havertz, yeah? Not against.
No, I'm not against Havertz, but I think people are overguessing this guy. And 75% of the time he just what he was yesterday, and 25% of the time he has moments of brilliance, like he had against Brentford 2 times. And you know what I'm saying? He has moments of brilliance, but a lot of the time he is just shy. He is not good enough. And yesterday, the only reason I think Arteta kept him in is for penalties, because that guy had, when the 90 minutes was finished, he had like 29 touches or something, 28 touches of the ball. It's just not enough, man. I feel like even if Trossard had a bad game, okay, and I'm just gonna give him as an example because Trossard was not good yesterday, okay. But the thing he had in comparison to Havertz is his involvement. He actually goes to the ball and asks for it and try to make a play. Even though he can fail when he does a trick, he tries something at least. I feel like Havertz always runs away from the ball. Even when we were pressing yesterday, Ødegaard with his high press, I think is really good. But what Havertz did yesterday, and Saad remembers this, I was pissed off about that yesterday. When we were pressing and they were just playing slow, Havertz was going to the keeper, and when the keeper controlled the ball, he just walked away. Remember that, Saad? When he walked away to the right? He just walked away, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, where are you going? Go to the ball, press him, bro. Make it uncomfortable. But he didn't do that. And these are the little margins and the little things that irritate me about this guy. Just press.
Oh, no, the keeper would have picked it up if he ran there, though. I saw the
No, no, no,
keeper
no, no.
picked it up, though.
It was a backwards pass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It was
Oh,
a
okay.
backwards
Cool, cool,
pass.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm saying just press them, make them uncomfortable, get a throw in, get a corner, or anything. You know what I'm saying? But these are the little margins that just irritate me about this guy, and it's not specifically him. I irritate me about players like him who play like him, the silk players who just doesn't have the facilities to play physical, and when they play physical they look silly. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday he was just wasn't involved enough for me, and what he did was just not good. His control on the ball was not good. He lost the ball a lot of times, and when especially when Eddie and Ketia came in, bro, it was finished. We almost looked like we
Bruv,
were going for penalties.
Bro, T is going into the whole thing, bro. Bringing that substitution. Yeah, والله,
Yeah, pardon. Okay, yeah. I will finish off by saying this. I will finish off by saying this.
It was a cold penalty, though, innit? Like the
Yeah,
penalty
it was a
cold,
cold
though, innit?
penalty, but Havertz is known for his penalties. He's really good in penalties. But all I'm saying is I will give him a 5, a below average performance. He was not the worst, but he was no way near one of the best in the front line. He was just there. He was a space invader.
Let me come to Havertz's
That's
defense. This is Opta. I just pulled it up right now. This is every touch that Havertz had in the entire game.
Okay.
This is hold on. It's not just
That's
29
sad.
touches. Not just 29 touches. You see, this is why optically it might not look good to us. But the work rate that some of these players put in, if we want to be realistic and we want to actually break it down, I can pull up the first half. If you see at the bottom, I can pull up first half, second half, and even extra time. And you can see I highlighted only Kai Havertz. Go to the left there, you see it. Under Arsenal, nobody else is highlighted. Every touch that he had on the ball in the pitch and every effect that he had. So when we do these things, honestly speaking, like I can be tough on players, but let's go look at what they really did.
Yeah, miscontrol the ball. Miscontrol the ball.
Yeah, miscontrol the ball. How many
heavy touches?
Hold on. How many times you can count how many miscontrols? Can you count how many times he controlled it right and how many times he made good passes? How many times he actually tackled more? How many of the tackles he won? How many aerial duels he won? How many second balls he won? How many times he got under the skin? Like the things that he did that were good are totally ignored because of the 3 mistakes that we noticed, and we highlight them and blow them up into something.
Yeah, but
listen,
bro,
you can only point out, listen,
I'm just saying,
you can only point out.
If we go about stats the whole way, then Romero has better stats than Saliba.
No,
you know
he does
saying?
not. I can pull both of them up side by side. I pulled it up.
But
Hold on, whoa,
you know what I'm saying?
whoa,
It's the style of play. It's the style of play.
Let's not get into
Because
this one,
okay,
boy.
no. Okay, listen. No, listen. Because Spurs get exposed way more at the back line, Romero has to do more tackles. And because he has more tackles, that looks better on the stats sheet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a better player. Don't do this to me, man. Wallah, don't do this to me, son. Wallah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Listen, Wallah, I just
T spazzing, boy.
T, I can't lie, because T and Deo, have decided to do a mad thing, yeah. Well, like all I want is your rating, broski. All I want is your rating.
No, no,
All
but
I
I'm
wanted,
just
bro.
saying,
All right,
let's
so
not
let's
be
do-
stat merchants. The eye
Okay,
test is also
Halas.
there, bro.
The eye
Bro,
test is good, and I've agreed with
wallahi-
you. I've agreed with you that it doesn't look good. But if I'm giving ratings to a player, I'm not just giving ratings based on eye test. I'll go look at exactly how much work they put in, and then I can rate that person accurately. Because I think it's only fair that if I want to be rated, even if what I'm doing doesn't look too good, did I give you the result that you wanted, and did I put in the workload?
Nah.
And if I listen, and if I did, please give me my flowers for putting in the workload. You might not like the way it looks, but I got to the destination. You might not like the
Okay,
journey, but I got to the destination.
Dale, what's your rating, broski?
I'm giving him 7.
7.
Yeah, he put in a lot of work. 7.
And SJ, you said 7, yeah?
Yeah.
Halas, I'm giving him a 6. Let's move on. The last person, Leandro Trossard. Let's just quickly go through this. He scored the goal. I just need your ratings, guys. I just need your ratings. Just need your ratings.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8 for the goal because without the goal, we don't even go into extra time.
No, fair enough. Dale?
Yeah, I think I'll give him an 8 as well. He didn't play very well, but he got us the goal. He could have easily missed that assist, and he did. You know, he's one of our most technical players, if not the most technical player we have. And I'm glad he got us that goal because that got us into extra time and the penalties. And yeah, 8. He gets a good solid 8 for me. A win's a win, man. A win's a win. Win the dog, win the game, and win the Porto.
Rasulullah.
T.
I'll give him a 7. I think the goal boosted his score to a 7. Apart from that, he had an average performance. It was not good enough for me. But I've said before, I do not like him at the left wing. Just play him striker. That's his best position right now. And yeah, even though he's one of my favorite players of this squad, I still, keep the standard high, and that's why I'll give him a 7 because of the goal. Because that finish was brilliant. That was a good finish.
See, you're a critical man when you come to our players. Give these boys the breather. Allow them breathe. Let my people breathe.
You know what I'm used to? I'm used to Anelka. I'm used to Thierry Henry. I'm used to
know.
Kanu. You know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. It's different.
Listen, I'm used to that as well. I mean, I
Don't
watched.
worry, man. We got Eddie and Ketia now, man.
Look. Let me say something. I watched those games. I watched some of those games live back in the day, right? And that's what I'm used to too. But I realized that there's a different football going on right now, and there's a different Arsenal. And I have to accept that. I'm never going to have another Henry. I'm never going to have another Bergkamp. I'm not going to have another, none of that. I'm not going to have another Seaman. I'm not going to have any one of those people anymore. I have to look at what I have and the standards that we're playing at and, set new standards for them. As long as they're winning and they're getting us trophies, once they start doing that, I owe them nothing. I don't need all of them to be legends. I already have legends. I just need them to win.
Yeah, but I want more legends. Give me more.
Yeah, if they want to be legends, then they should go for it. If they don't, just win me trophies.
No worries. So what's Trossard's ratings for you guys? Sorry. So what did you give him? Just so I can
7.
get on.
I give him an 8.
I gave him an 8 as well.
SJ? I'm gonna give him a 7. I think he boosted his rating that one. And Arteta, just a quick rating.
7.
Arteta.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, I think a 7 is good.
7.
The lineup picked itself, but the only issue for me, maybe I'll drop him for a 6. The only issue for me is the late substitutions, man. I cannot stand when he does that, bro. Wallah. I literally cannot stand that.
I think Arteta knew that this was going to go into extra time. You could see from the very beginning. Look, as a manager, like certain games that you read and you're like, this is going to go into extra time. So I'm going to wait for as long as I can to bring in fresh legs.
Yeah, but 83rd minute, bro, it's still too late for me. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's going to go into extra time. 83rd minute, your fresh legs get a few minutes into the final game as warm-up and then play that 30 minutes. And hopefully you try to score then. Otherwise, they don't get a real warm-up. It's all tactical. If you bring them in second half, to be tired by the time they get into extra time. And then the other team will now load 4 new fresh legs and they'll overrun your players because they'll be tired. Jorginho was tired already, so we got to give the man. It's tactical sometimes,
No, 100%. But listen, that's it for the match. The player ratings and for the match reaction, guys. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to Links will be down in the description, so make sure to get
Well-
at the boys and subscribe to their channels as well. Dio,
Let me respond to
please.
Letty. I want to respond to Letty.
Please,
No,
oh,
please, no.
yeah,
Letty has to get it. Letty has to get it. Letty has to get it. You have to get it. You are not used to winning any trophies. What are you guys talking about? Letty, I don't know what team you support, but my team has the third most trophies.
Manchester City. Manchester City.
Yeah, okay. Well, by the way, I have the third most trophies in the history of English football. The third most. Go look at your records. When history remembers the top 3 teams in the history of English football for over hundreds of years, they are not mentioning Manchester City. It took you 50 years to win your first EPL. So be quiet. It took you 50 years to win your first Premiership. And you had to do it with 115 charges and your corrupt owners that came in, just like Chelsea. All of you are going to get cut out. You go back and watch your team next season in Division 2. Don't worry. By the time they deduct 79 points from you and collect all your trophies, all you criminal clubs, go and stay down, my friend. Take several seats at the back. Don't let thunder fire you twice in the same place. Nonsense.
Hey, big up to Deo, man. Big up to Deo. Listen, Letty, you only talk about, you only tell people to stop living in the past when you have no past, broski. You know what I mean?
Because you
When
don't have your
no
past.
history.
Yeah,
When you don't have
he is doing
history,
the
you say don't focus on history. Do you know what I
he's
mean?
doing he's doing the Chelsea fan thing. They only count
Yeah,
football from the
Chel-
last 20 years, but before that,
Chelsea
football didn't
fans-
exist.
Bro, that's what Chelsea fans do all of the time. Oh, why are you talking about history? Because I have history, you have fuck all. You were a cup team in the 90s and the 80s. You were a cup team. People looked at you down and they laugh at you, bro. Anyway, big ups to everybody. Big up to Jocelyn. It says, Saudi fraud, you do not rate Win the Dog. Win the Dog, khalas. 10. 10 out of 10 for Win the Dog, man.
11
Win the
for
Dog,
Win the
fucking
Dog.
perfect.
11 for
go.
Win the
Chef's
Dog. 11
kiss.
plus 1.
Well
plus
done,
1.
Win. You fucking did the job today, man. Fucking Win the Dog. Yeah, wallah, kalb. Win, wallah. Anyway,
Let's
big
talk
up
about
to you
now.
all.
Talk about now.
Listen, big up to you guys. We are out of here. This stream is going over to Mo Judge, Footy Judge Mo. He's doing his watch along for Inter, so make sure to go in there and smash a like and spam Arnautovic. We'll see you on the next one, people. Laters, much love. Oh, big up Sareda for the super chat as well. Big up Sareda, much love. Laters, people. Peace.